This committee has a fundamental obligation to learn the truth about what actually happened on these critical health and environmental decisions. That is why we have been seeking documents in both cases that would provide important details about the President's role in directing Administrator Johnson's actions. This morning I've been informed that the White House is asserting executive privilege over thousands of documents the committee is seeking. This is an extraordinary step. Administrator Johnson has repeatedly insisted he reached his decisions on California's petition and the new ozone standard on his own, relying on his best judgment. Today's assertion of executive privilege raises serious questions about Administrator Johnson's credibility and the involvement of the President. Without the remaining documents, it will be nearly impossible to fully understand the President's role in overruling the unanimous recommendation of EPA's own experts. We had scheduled a vote on a contempt resolution for this morning for Mr. Johnson and Ms. Dudley. And we, in all of our correspondence, said that we would insist that they comply unless a valid assertion of executive privilege was submitted to us. We don't know whether this privilege that's being asserted is valid or not. I want to talk with my colleagues on both sides of the aisle about this new development. I want to learn more about the assertion and the basis for this assertion of executive privilege. And I think it's important that we consider all our options before deciding how we should proceed. I don't think we've had a situation like this since Richard Nixon was president, where the President of the United States may have been involved in acting contrary to law. And the evidence that would determine that question for Congress in exercising our oversight is being blocked by an assertion of executive privilege. I would hope and expect this administration would not be making this assertion without a valid basis for it. But to date, I have not seen a valid basis for their executive privilege. But I do want to give extra time to review the matter more fully before we proceed further.